hold on. The 4th of July here in Boulder, Colorado. And it's plenty of baseball here for you today on America's birthday as the Boulder Collegians take on the Greeley Grays here in Game 1 of a 4-game tournament between the Rocky Mountain Baseball League and the Mile High Collegiate Baseball League. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Scott Carpenter Park. Ethan Jordan alongside you, producer-engineer Mitch Sanchez for the 2 Collegians games here today. The first one here starting at 11 o'clock Mountain Time. The second Collegians game not on until 6:30, so we'll have a little bit of a gap between our 2 broadcasts, but happy to bring both of those games to you here this afternoon and into the evening. So the Greeley Grays wearing the blue uniforms with the white numerals, gray pinstripe pants, come into Boulder to take on the Collegians, wearing their best rendition of red, white, and blue with white pants, the powder blue uniforms with the white numerals and the red embroiderments. Brant Toledo will take the hill for Boulder as we're just about ready for baseball here in Colorado. And some special additions to the ballpark here on the 4th of July. You can see the bases are colored red, white, and blue. First base is red, second base the usual white, and third base is blue. The batter's boxes are blue, and then there's an American flag courtesy of John Kea behind home plate. So first game of the day here for the Collegians. There will be 2 games in between the Collegians games. The Fort Collins Foxes are coming down from up north to take on these Grays and the Cyclones, who are the other team here from the the Mile High Collegiate Baseball League. So they'll play their 2 games. The Foxes will play the Grays, and the Cyclones in between the 2 games for the Collegians. The Collegians have the Grays in this one, and then at 6:30, they'll take on the Cyclones. We'll have both the Collegian games for you right here on the Collegians Broadcast Network. Just about time for baseball here as Kevin Taylor stands into that right-handed batter's box. Taylor wearing the high pants with the stirrups. Pretty classic look there. Brant Toledo stands ready and waiting for him on the mound. Defense for the Collegians, the battery is Chris Jimenez and Brant Toledo. And on the 4th of July, Brant Toledo's first pitch is high for ball 1. ROUCL. 1-0 from Brant. Popped up. Jimenez will settle under it and make the grab for the first out. So 2 pitches, 1 out for Brant Toledo to begin the ball game here. He retires Kevin Taylor. Now Noah Dobbin will be the batter. Dobbin the DH today for these Grays. Dobbin for Brentwood, California. Grounds one to the first baseman, Davis. Davis can't pick it, and that'll be an error against Turner Davis, and Noah Dobbin is aboard. Davis tried to snag it on the backhand, couldn't get it cleanly. And the Grays have their first base runner.
First baseman, Trey McClellan.
I'll bring up the 3-hole hitter, Trey McClellan. Trey from Coffeyville Community College. Big first baseman in from the right side here against Toledo. Runner takes off, and he'll go right back to first. Trying to pick him off is Jimenez, and he got him at first base. Dobbin got hung up between first and second, realized he probably wasn't going to snag second base, so tried to head back, and Jimenez was ready and waiting for him and guns him down for the second out. So the error raced off the base paths. Now 2 away and nobody aboard. Toledo's next offering to McClellan, missed outside with a breaking ball. It's 2-0. Toledo working in his first start of the season today. As his 2-0 is towards first. Davis kicks it off his heel. It's a fair ball. It'll roll into right field. McClellan will just settle in at first base as he's aboard. Another fielding error from Turner Davis. The ball had a little bit of spin on it as it was cued down that first base line. Davis just kind of got tangled up with it. Now Will Brasil will be the batter. Brasil, the left fielder. First left-handed batter against Toledo today. Toledo's first offering to him is flown out to center field. Chris Amador chasing it back, still going back, and Chris will make the catch on the warning track to end the inning. That ball, a little bit of carry for it from Brasil, but it's out number 3. So Brant Toledo, despite some fielding difficulties behind him, is able to work a cleanless top of the first inning. Bottom of the first, and the Collegians' first turn at bat here on this 4th of July afternoon. On the way next on the Collegians Broadcast Network. Bottom of the first here on the 4th of July from Boulder, Colorado. No score between the Greeley Grays and the Boulder Collegians. Brennan Roselle will lead things off for the Collegians. The shortstop lines one into right field for a base hit. One down the line. Roselle will give a look at second, but holds up at first. So it's a first pitch leadoff single for Brennan Roselle, and the Collegians offense is in business here to begin this game. Lineup looks like this today for the Collegians. Roselle followed by Nick Arrivo, then Chris Jimenez, Turner Davis, Hunter Hudson, Kelby Richardson, Connor Costeca, Jimmy Hollinger, and Chris Amador. Arrivo the batter now. The left fielder hitting in the 2-hole. First pitch to Arrivo. Finds the corner for strike 1. Von Ogler, the pitcher on the hill today for the Grays. Ground ball to second. This ought to be 2. Flip to short for 1. The return throw from Taylor is in time to retire Nick Arrivo. It's a double play. Well, let's see. No, they're going to say Arrivo is safe at first base. He was really moving down the line. So he reaches on the fielder's choice. That ball was hit really hard by Arrivo, so for him to beat that out was pretty impressive. But it erases a base runner for the Collegians. And with 1 away, it'll bring up Chris Jimenez. Auger delivers to Jimenez and misses high. Auger playing his college ball at Glendale Community College. Go Gauchos. Next pitch to Jimenez in for a strike. Arrivo, if you couldn't tell already from him beating out that fielder's choice, runs very well at first base. Wouldn't be shocked to see him take off here in a moment as he dives back on the pickoff attempt. One to Chris Jimenez. Back pick coming to first base, and Arrivo steps in safe. So they're keeping a particularly close eye on Nick Arrivo over there at first base. Seems to have about the perfect lead as he's gotten back in just with the hand or the foot the last couple times. He takes off here. Pitch comes in and gets Chris Jimenez. And so Kex Farrell will come on to run for Chris Jimenez. Jimenez will jog back to the dugout. Farrell will be playing in the second game at 6:30, but just doing the courtesy running here in the first one. So the hit by pitch puts a runner in scoring position here for the big first baseman, Turner Davis. And Auger starts him off with a strike. Davis, a .346 hitter so far this summer, has 4 home runs. And a pickoff move to second base. Arrivo slides in safe there at second. Davis has 21 home runs to go along with those 4 homers, 8 doubles. But OPS settling in at 1,046. That's 1,046. That's pretty good. The 0-1, breaking ball missed high and inside, 1-1. Collegians looking to plate their first run here in the bottom of the first. One from Auger. Davis breaks his bat and pops it to short, and now Arrivo's in trouble, and they're going to double him up. Not sure where Arrivo was going there, as Davis clearly just popped it up on the broken bat. But Arrivo was frozen off of second base, and he gets doubled up to end the inning. So the Collegians threaten but do not score. We're on to the second, still no score here from Boulder. Collegians and Grays here from Scott Carpenter Field in Boulder. Still no score. We get ready for the second inning. The first pitch of the inning from Brant Toledo fouled back to the screen. Toledo will see the heart of the order: Will Brazil, A.J. Rocco, and Luke Vargas here in the second, 4, 5, and 6. He's ahead of Brazil, 0-1. or excuse me, Brazil was retired last inning. It's A.J. Rucco at the plate. Rucco even 1-1. Luke Vargas and Rylan Alkins, the batters this inning. This one popped high on the infield. Hollinger calling for it, drifting towards the pitcher's mound, makes the grab for the first out. So a quick first out to the inning on a pop-up, similar to the first inning for Toledo. And now that'll bring up Luke Vargas. Third baseman. And on the right side against the righty Toledo, not too many lefties in this Grays order against Brant. And his first pitch misses high for ball one. Toledo, as we mentioned, making his first start. This is his 7th appearance. Misses high again to Vargas, 2-0. He's thrown 13 1/3 innings pitched coming into this game. 12 strikeouts to 9 walks in those innings. Swing and a miss there, 2-1, and a 5.4 ERA. His 2-1, and he missed high with it, and it's 3 balls and a strike to Vargas. He looks to get aboard here. And there's ball 4. This one back to the screen. Jimenez back to collect it. And Vargas will go no further than first base. That has been a bit of a trouble for Brant Toledo. Hasn't been the most efficient on the mound. Is coming into this game, he's thrown 93 strikes to 79 balls, which just a little higher of a ratio than he would like. Rylan Alkins, the right fielder, trying to move this runner around with one away. Grays looking to strike first here in this 4th of July matchup. And Alkins sends one out to left field. This will chase Arrivo back. He won't get there. It rolls up against the wall. Vargas is being waved around third. He will score, and up to second base with an RBI double goes Rylan Alkins. And the Grays take the lead here in Boulder, 1-0.
Second baseman, Dayton.
It wasn't the sharpest line drive from Alkins out to left center field, but he put it in the right spot on the deep fly ball and was able to drop it in for a double. Connor Dayton, the second baseman, will try and add on here with now Alkins at second after his double. Toledo will check him a couple times, bring it home, breaking ball. Missed high, apparently, and it's ball 1. We like to keep you updated on scores and things going around in the sporting world here during these collegiate games. And a notable piece of information coming from the Nathan's hot dog eating contest, as this one is popped foul and out of play. Joey Chestnut has won his 12th Nathan's famous hot dog eating contest. He devoured 71 hot dogs today, just 3 shy of the world record he set a few years ago at 74. So the legend continues for Joey Chestnut. The 1-1 pitch, breaking ball missed outside. Of course, that award officially called the Mustard Belt. So Joey Chestnut has 12 of those. 2-1 pitch. Missed a little bit low. And Dayton way ahead here, 3-1. First base is open. Hyman Lamphere waits on deck. Toledo shook off a couple of signs from Jimenez. Here comes his 3-1. And he missed high, ball 4. So a pair of walks in the inning for Brant Toledo. He's got a pair of base runners aboard with a run in the bottom of the order, and Hylam Lamphere coming in. Right-handed batter, rocking the red, white, and blue cleats here on the 4th of July. Toledo's first pitch to him, missed outside. Jimenez going to back pick to second base, and Diving in is Alkins. Next switch to Lamphere. Hop up on the infield. Kosteka says he has it. He'll collect it to the right of second base for the second out. So Toledo with a pair of outs on a pair of pop-ups here in the inning. I'll bring back to the top of the order in Kevin Taylor. Taylor also popped out for his out in the first inning. On the second pitch of the ball game, he popped out to the catcher, Chris Jimenez. Second at bat for Taylor starts with ball 1 down low. One-0 pitch. And missed high with it this time. It's 2-0 now to Taylor. Toledo looking to dial in the command here in the second inning. Trying to work out of it with minimal damage. 1-0 pitch. Fouled right back to the screen. That one missed high. So 3-1 for Taylor. Walk would load the bases. Toledo looking to avoid that here. Expect to see him come right after Taylor on this pitch. 3-1. And he will in fact not do that as he misses high. And it's the third walk of the inning. Taylor reaching for the first time today. And it'll prompt Mark Goodman to stroll out of that first base dugout. So Goody going to go have a chat with his pitcher. Toledo today has thrown 11 strikes to 17 balls, so that number not looking great for him. Trying to dial it into the strike zone a little more here. I mean, at this point in this inning, he's thrown about 17 pitches per inning, a little higher than he would like to. So Goodman will try and give some words of advice to his pitcher. Chris Jimenez back to behind the plate, and Noah Daubin, the batter. Daubin reached on an error in the first inning. It was a pretty efficient first inning for Toledo as he got the pop out and got 2 subsequent ground balls, though both of them were booted by Turner Davis, so he had to work another batter after the pickoff. Was able to get Will Brazil on a flyout. So he's had to labor a little more than he wanted to. And Daubin rockets one into right field. That's a base knock and ought to be a run. It will, in fact, not be. It was hit too hard. And they hold up Connor Dayton at third base. So Daubin's aboard for the second time today and has loaded the bases for Trey McClelland. Probably a good idea to hold Dayton up there at third base, as that ball was hit right at Kelby Richardson, who we've seen him throw a number of runners out this season. Probably would have gunned him down at home plate. McClellan hit one down the right field line that Turner Davis kicked off his heel in the first inning. And takes strike one from Brant Toledo here in the second. Two runs already home. Brant trying to keep it just those 2 runs. 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball. Hit towards center. Amador coming in. Chris makes the grab to end the inning. So Toledo works out of it. A bases loaded situation with 2 away, but does give up 2 runs. The Grays lead it 2-0. On to the bottom half of the inning here at Scott Carpenter Park. 2-0 Greeley. Hunter Hudson on to lead off the bottom of the second inning for Boulder, down 2-0. So they'd like to get the leadoff man aboard here. And Hudson pops this one up. Back behind the shortstop, in comes the center fielder, and making the grab out there is A.J. Rucco for the first out. So 1 pitch, 1 out in the inning for Vaughn Alger. And here comes Kelby Richardson. First pitch, missed outside for ball 1. One-0. Flown towards right. Drifting a little bit towards the line is Alkins, who makes the grab a couple steps in front of the warning track. And it's a quick 2 outs on the hill for Alger.
Second baseman, number 2, Connor Kostecka.
So down to the 7-holing Connor Kostecka. Kostecka getting the start at second base. He's played all around the infield, short, third base. Now getting his first time at second. Alger's first offering to him. Called a strike. High outside corner. Alger finds it. 0-1. The 0-1. That one pumped in on the outside corner again, this time a little bit lower in the zone. It's 0-2. Alder's 0-2 pitch, way outside. And you want to set him up with something on 0-2, but that one's so high and outside that Kostecka didn't even really think about swinging at it, so didn't really serve the purpose that Alger was looking for. I'll try the 1-2. This one similarly far away from the zone, but this time low. It's 2-2. So he's thrown him 2 fastballs way outside, one way high, one way low. See if he comes in here on 2-2. He does, and misses inside. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Kostecka. So Connor's worked the count back full. Alger trying to work a 1-2-3 bottom of the second. And that's what you want to do as a pitcher when your team gives you a lead, is come out and get the other squad in order. Trying to do it here. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss from Kostecka. And it's a 1-2-3 inning on the mound for Vaughn Alger. And we are on to the third. 2-0 Grays here from Scott Carpenter Park in Boulder. Collegians down by a pair here in the third inning. Brant Toledo going back to work on the mound. We'll see Will Brazel, the first baseman, or excuse me, the first batter, the left fielder, takes it high for ball 1. One-0, missed low. So Toledo still trying to find that strike zone. 2-0 to Will Brazel. And the 2-0 out on the outside corner for a strike. Two one comes inside, misses inside. 3 balls and a strike. Three-one. Fouled off the mask of Jimenez. Chris not too shaken up by that one. Got him in the top of the mask around the helmet area, so that helped out a little bit with the impact. So full count here to Brazel. Toledo trying to get the first out here in the 3rd. One shot towards second, right at Connor Kostecka, who makes the grab out of the air for the first out. So Toledo able to get the first out efficiently, at least somewhat efficiently here in this 3rd inning. He was able to get the first 2 outs of the first 2 innings. But it was after that first out in the 2nd that he ran into some trouble. So we're going to try and avoid that here against A.J. Rocco. Rucco takes a strike, or excuse me, takes one high, ball 1. 1-0. Towards left center. Amador going back, and Chris settles under it and makes another grab. Steady as she goes out there in center field for Chris Amador. And Luke Vargas in with 2 away. So after a little bit of a lengthy first at-bat, pretty quick second at-bat for Brant Toledo, trying to keep that pitch count down here in the 3rd inning. They'll face off against Vargas, who drew a walk in the 2nd. And Vargas pops this one foul and out of play on the first pitch he sees. 0-1 on the 3rd baseman. Toledo's off around 0-1. Good breaking ball that time from Brant. Just barely getting a piece was Vargas, and it's 0-2. Oh-2 in the dirt. Jimenez, good block despite no runners on base. Not a bad pitch on 0-2 that time from Toledo, trying to get Vargas to go after something low and out of the zone. We'll see what he comes with on 1-2. Here's the pitch, fastball. Popped up down the first base line. Davis going into foul territory, makes the grab. And it's a 1-2-3 3rd inning for Brant Toledo. Good work from the younger Toledo here in the 3rd inning after a tough 2nd. He works them quickly here in the 3rd inning. 2-0 Greeley on to the bottom half here in Boulder. A 2-0 lead for the Greeley Grays here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. They'll start it off with Jimmy Hollinger, 8-9-1 for Boulder in the inning. Ethan Jordan alongside you here for this 4th of July matchup between the Boulder Collegians and the Greeley Grays. Hollinger, chopper to 3rd. Vargas reaches over his head, throws across the diamond. Nice scoop over there at first base from McClellan, gets the out. as Hollinger was retired on just one pitch. So Alger has gotten the first batter in the last 2 innings on just a pitch. Don't get a lot more efficient than that. I'll bring up Chris Amador. Chris, a 167 hitter this season. Watches ball 1 outside. Has drawn 16 walks, though. Gotten on base 400 at a 400 clip. 1-0. We'll take a strike. When he has gotten on base for the Collegians, that's where he's been very useful. 7 stolen bases for him. He takes strike 2. He's tied for 5th on the team with those 7 swiped bags. Is 1-2. Is low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. This one sprayed towards the dugout, and right at Connor Kostecka, who was sitting in a chair. The edge of the dugout. Look out. It'll stay at 2-2 here on Amador. And Alger misses high to him and fills the count. Here's the payoff pitch. Breaking ball, blown towards left. It chases back the left fielder Brazel, and he makes the grab over his head just in front of the warning track to retire Chris Amador. So with 2 gone, it'll go back to the top of the order and Brennan Roselle. Brennan singled on the first pitch he saw from Alger in the first. Never made it further than second base, however, due to a fielder's choice against him. The first pitch he sees here takes high for ball 1. Roselle continues to stay hot at the plate. He's really been swinging it well out of that leadoff spot of late for the Collegians. 1-0. Fastball, a little bit upstairs. 2 balls and no strikes to Roselle. Of all the guys in the lineup, I would say he's gotten the most consistent playing time the last 5 or 6 games. So he's been in that leadoff spot at shortstop almost every game. 3-0 on him now. Occasionally he'll move over to third base. I think we've seen him do a little pitching this year as well. 3-0. There on the inside corner as Alger fires in that get-me-over pitch. Not the pitch Roselle was looking for. Alger ready with a 3-1 offering to Brennan Roselle. This time he finds the inside again with a breaking ball. It's full 3-2. Once again, not the pitch Roselle was looking for. He wasn't expecting a breaking ball 3-1. Probably was sitting fastball, so let it go by. Now he'll have to swing it here on 3-2. Fastball, fouled to the screen. Alger's done a nice job of setting up Roselle here in this at-bat. He's thrown him a changeup, breaking ball, and now the fastball. So really can go anywhere from here, so Roselle can't really sit on a pitch. Does have to be in the strike zone, though. 3-2 pitch, breaking ball. Roselle sends it towards right. Going back and grabbing it is Ryan Alkins, and that will end the inning. So it's another 1-2-3 inning on the hill for Von Alger. Collegians still trail this one 2-0. To the fourth inning we go here from Boulder on the Collegians Broadcast Network. Independence Day here in Boulder, Colorado. 2-0 the Greeley Grays lead the Boulder Collegians. Top of the fourth inning. Brant Toledo, an efficient third after a tough second. And he'll start off with a base knock, and going to be a little bit more here for Rylan Alkins. Gets by Nick Arrivo. He tried to dive and grab it. Alkins will stop at second base, and it's a leadoff double for the right fielder. Arrivo might have a play on the ball initially. It wasn't hit all that hard from Alkins, but Arrivo had to come a long ways to try and get it. Kind of an awkward dive for him out there, and it went past him. It's always a tough play when it's right at you in left field because you're taught when it's to your right, at least in left, don't dive for it because you're not going to have anyone behind you. If it's to your left, go ahead because you'll have the center fielder to back you up. But when it's right at you, it can be a tough call. Connor Dayton takes ball one as these Grays look to add on to their lead. Bullpen is at work for the Collegians. 1-0 pitch from Toledo, missed low. Runner takes off. Menace throw down to third. Hollinger with the swipe tag and got him at third base. As soon as Alkins saw that ball was bobbled a little bit by Jimenez, he took off. Probably not a good idea as Chris kept it in front of him and guns him down at third base. So Jimenez has thrown out a couple of runners already, or at least picked them off, helping to clear the base paths a little bit for Brant Toledo. Pitch was called a ball, so it's 2-0 on Dayton. Toledo gets a strike here as Dayton fouls it back to the screen. Two-one from Toledo. This one towards short. Roselle got it there. A couple of steps towards the bag. Davis, a nice stretch, gets the out. Dayton was really moving up the line. Roselle took a couple of clutches to throw it, and Davis had to really reach for that one in order to get the out in time. Good work on the mound from Brant Toledo, getting that out after the pickoff, and now Jamin Lamphere will be the batter. Jimenez tried to frame a low fastball. Didn't get the call. It's 1-0. Two and 0 now. That one low. That one finds the inside corner for strike one. If I'm not mistaken, The man getting loose in the Collegians bullpen is none other than Collegians owner and GM Matt Jensen. I saw Jensen with the jersey on earlier today. I thought he was just, repping it for the red, white, and blue. No. Apparently he's going to play here today. That's going to be interesting. How about that? As Lamphere draws a walk. It is a non-league game. It's all in fun here on the 4th of July. So Matt Jensen set to make an appearance for the Collegians. I think he pitched on the 4th of July last year, if I remember correctly. So looking to repeat that performance, or maybe not, depending on how he did. Kevin Taylor with a man aboard and 2 outs. Back to the top of the order. Toledo, a little show-me move over to first base. Not really trying to get the pick off. Just keeping him close. Maybe resetting things for him on the hill. Offering to Taylor, misses high for ball 1. Toledo working through the 4th inning of play here. 2-0. Greeley leads the Boulder Collegians on this 4th of July 2019. 1-0 from Toledo. Missed high again. 2 balls and no strikes. Three, that one outside. So Toledo, after getting those 2 outs, walked a man and now is down 3-0 to Kevin Taylor. Taylor's already drawn 1 walk today, back in the 2nd inning. 3-0 pitch. And Toledo just throwing that one right there for strike 1. Toledo's 3-1. Pop foul, and he's filled the count here, working back from 3-0 to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here comes the payoff pitch from Brent Toledo, ball 4. Missed way outside with it. Taylor didn't have to think twice about that one, and he's aboard with his 2nd walk of the day. And here comes Mark Goodman. Let's see if they go to the bullpen, and they do. So here on the 4th of July, we will see Matt Jensen, the GM, owner of the Boulder Collegians, come in out of the bullpen. While Matt gets warmed up, we will take a break. 2-0 Grays, 1st and 2nd. Matt Jensen coming in when we come back. come on to pitch for the Boulder Collegians, and
The right fielder.
myself, Chris Rodriguez, and Tommy Shriver were watching him in the booth. At least during warm-ups, it didn't look too bad. He was throwing 77, a little bit of break on that ball out there. Needs to get an out here, though. Noah Dobbin, the batter, first and second, 2 away. First pitch to him from Jensen is way outside and high for ball 1. Was missing consistently outside during warm-ups. Not quite that bad, though. Give Matt some credit. He's rocking the stirrups. Gotta love that. I will say, though, he has a different hat on than the rest of the Collegians, so that's a little tough. But other than that, the wardrobe is on point. (1-0). Ground ball into right field for a base knock. So Jensen gets the ground ball, but it was a hard ground ball. Does not allow the run. It's a good throw from Richardson. Holds the runner the runner Lamphere at third base. So the ball hit hard from Dobbin, but on the ground. Jensen's going to face the middle of the order here as he sees Trey McClelland.
The first baseman, McClellan.
Bases loaded, 2 away. Matt Jensen trying to work out of a jam. First pitch, breaking ball, called a strike. 71 miles an hour on a pretty good looking slider. That was all right. Oh, 1. Pretty good looking breaking ball. That one missed inside. I mean, you got to be careful. Don't want to show him too many breaking balls in a row here, or they'll line it up as Dobbin did. We'll see what he comes with on 1-1. This time it's the fastball, and he's behind it. 76 miles an hour. It's 1-2. So Jensen has a chance to work out of the inning. 1-2 on McClellan. Matt's into his motion, brings it home. This one line. Kostecka can't get it. It's into right field. Richardson coming up, firing. He'll throw to the plate. It's cut off by Davis. 1 run will score, but that is all as they hold the runner Taylor at third base. So a couple of singles to right field against Jensen. He brings up Will Brazel. This is a tough assignment for Jensen. A big lefty against him here. That breaking ball not going to be quite as effective. First pitch, and, well, maybe it is. As he drops it in, freezes Brazel. It's 0-1. One is fouled away. And once again, Matt Jensen works ahead of another batter. Oh, 2, bases loaded, 2 away. 3-0 Greeley here in the top of the 4th. Jensen ready. Here's his 0-2. Just missing the outside corner. Pretty good pitch on no balls and 2 strikes. Maybe trying to set him up with something there. Give Jensen this. He works pretty quickly out there on the mound. Here comes his 1-2. And it gets away from Jimenez. Jensen going to cover home plate. Throw coming in, and it is not in time. And scoring from third is Taylor. So 2-2 now to Brazel. They try and hold it to just 2 runs allowed in the inning. Brazel with the open stance. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Missed outside, and the count runs full. Payoff pitch on the way. 3-2. Ground ball right back to the mound. Jensen knocks it down, picks it up with the bare hand. Throw to first is in time to get him. And that will end the third inning. Well, Matt Jensen going to feel that one in the morning, but he ends the inning. 4-0 Greeley adds on 2 more here in the fourth. They lead it as we head to the bottom half here from Boulder. Four nothing the score here in Boulder. Greeley Grays and the Boulder Collegian. Grays ahead. Nick Arrivo ground ball to the shortstop. Up with it there is Taylor, and he throws out Arrivo by a step for the first out. So the last 3 innings, Vaughn Alger has gotten the first guy he faced on just 1 pitch. We'll see Chris Jimenez now. Jimenez was hit by a pitch in the first inning. Next pitch from Auger. Jimenez pulls the bunt back, takes ball 1. It's not every day you see a catcher square around to try and bunt for a hit, but Jimenez runs pretty well. 1-0. Third baseman Vargas is in. It's 2-0 now to Jimenez as he watches one outside. 2-0. Hit towards the right side, into right field for a base knock. They'll try and think about throwing him out at first, but no chance to do that. And Chris Jimenez is aboard with a single. It's the second hit of the day for Boulder. Their first since the first batter of the ball game. So Kixmera will come on to run for Jimenez. And Turner Davis will come to the plate. For 1 today is Turner Davis. Collegians looking for their first runs. Trying to pull a little closer and cut down on this 4-0 lead for the Greeley Grays. First offering to Davis, and Turner flies it long ways down the left field line, but that one's way foul. He was way ahead of a changeup, and it's 1-0, or 0-1. One on the way. Missed low. Count even here to Turner Davis. I have to see if Matt Jensen comes on for a second stint on the pitching mound. He got the last out in the top of the 4th inning. Farrell takes off. Pitch misses low. Throw coming in is too high and not in time. Kicks Farrell, swipes second base. Lamphere, had he put it on the money, might have had him, but the throw just a little too high, and Kick's able to get underneath the tag. Now Davis ahead in the count, 2-1. Auger will step off the back of the rubber. Farrell back to second base. Will adjust the sock there. Now everybody's ready to go. 2-1 on the way. And Davis fouls it back to the screen. Turner got a little fooled on a breaking ball. All he could do was just punch it back to the screen. 2-2 count on him. Trying to drive in Farrell from second and get the Collegians on the board. Auger kicks and fires. Davis ropes one down the left field line, but this one will get foul again on top of the batting cage. Still 2-2. Here's the pitch, and it's inside. Count runs full on Turner Davis. Three-two. Breaking ball. Davis drops the shoulder, pops it up down the first base line. Calling for it and making the grab is McClellan, the first baseman. And that's the second out. So Davis got a breaking ball, not what he was expecting on 3-2. All he could do was pop it up. So it'll be up to Hunter Hudson now with that runner at second base and 2 away. Hudson popped one high in the air to center field his first time. Switch hitter standing in from the left side. Auger's first pitch to him, way outside. Ball 1. 4th of July tournament here from Scott Carpenter Park. First annual 4th of July tournament between the Boulder Collegians of the Rocky Mountain Baseball League and these Greeley Grays of the Mile High Collegiate Baseball League. Interleague tournament here, 1-0. Just on the black. The count even on Hunter Hudson. We saw the Northern Colorado Bandits here about a week ago or so. They are another member of this Mile High League. 1-1. And they'll look Farrell back to second base. No pick play on, so just keeping him close. Collegians were able to sweep those Bandits. They'll play 2 games against Mile High Collegiate League teams. Starting with the Grays, then at 6:30, the Colorado Cyclones. The 1-1 pitch. Hudson flies one down the left field line. Looks like Brazel's got a beat on it. He does, and that will end the inning. So once again, the Collegians are unable to score against Vaughn Auger. Top of the 5th coming up when we come back. 4-0 Greeley. And back on to pitch here for the Collegians in the 5th inning. Gave up a couple hits in the 4th. No runs charged to him, though. Looking for his own inning of play, and this might be another one. Kostecka behind second base. Oh, fine play by Connor Kostecka. The ball was chopped over the head of Matt Jensen, but Connor Kostecka coming to his right, able to make the throw off of his back foot for the first out. So with A.J. Rucco retired, here comes Luke Vargas. And Vargas takes a strike. 74 on the mound from Jensen. 0-1. Fastball back to the screen. And fellas, are you guys charting Jensen's pitches? All right, so we had Jackson Hewlett on a few broadcasts ago telling us about charting the pitches. They're charting Matt Jensen's pitches, as this one's popped to Connor Kostecka, who makes the grab for the second out. That was 3 pitches, right, fellas? That's 2 pluses for Matt Jensen. So Jensen, according to the fellas, has gotten 4 pluses already this inning, so doing good work on the hill. Rylan Alkins will be his next opponent. Jensen starts him off with strike 1. Breaking ball, missed in. It's 1-1. So Jensen looking for the perfect 6+ inning. Needs to get him to ground out here. 0-1. And he flies one down the right field line. This one will get out of play. So Jensen foregoes the second plus. As of course we learned from Jackson Hewlett, you have to get the guy in 3 pitches in order to get the second plus. But still up on him 1-2. Here comes the pitch in the dirt. Jimenez tried to block it, went over his shoulder. Matters very little as there's no one aboard, and it's 2-2. Two on the way. Right back up the middle into center field for a base knock. Jensen tried to grab it, but that one just hit too hard off the bat of Rylan Alkins. And the Grays have a 2-out base runner.
Second baseman, Dayton.
So to the 8-hole man, Connor Dayton now. Dayton, a walk and a ground ball to short thus far. First pitch to him from Jensen, misses outside. Missed low with it. 2 balls and no strikes. I wouldn't be shocked if Alkins tries to take off on Jensen here, as he hasn't really looked back at the runner at all. Alkins not that big of a lead at first base, at least thus far. And now Jensen will give him a peek. But Alkins, once again, not all that far off the back in time. 2-0 here to Connor Dayton. Jensen's next offering. Back to the screen on a bounce. So 2-1, good count to run on for Alkins. He's staying put. Jensen delivers and fires in a strike. Pretty good looking pitch that time from Matt Jensen. Rushing the inside corner. A little bit of movement to it as well. 2-2 here to Connor Dayton. Jensen ready. Runner takes off. He steps off the mound. Goes to second base with it. Kostecka with the tag and safe. At second base was Alkins. The throw was a little bit low from Jensen, so Kostecka had to go and get it. And it almost looked like Alkins stepped over the glove to reach second base safely. Jensen will try and get the out at the plate now. 2-2 on Connor Dayton. Here's the pitch. Fly ball to right. Richardson going back on it. Kelby will settle in front of the warning track, make the grab, and end the inning. So it's a scoreless inning on the hill for Collegians owner Matt Jensen as he gets him nearly 1-2-3, a little single in between, but didn't bother him any. He works a scoreless frame, 4-0 Greeley as we head to the bottom of the fifth here in Boulder. Collegians looking to finally break through against Vaughn Alger here in the bottom of the fifth inning. A scoreless top of the frame from owner Matt Jensen, and now the Collegians at the bat. This one lined to right field by Kelby Richardson. This one will get down. One hops the wall. Richardson rounding first base will pull into second easily with a leadoff double. So just the start the Collegians wanted here as Richardson is aboard, and that'll bring up Connor Kostecka.
Second baseman, number 2.
Kostecka made a nice play to get the first out of this top of the fifth inning, ranging to his right, and will jump, hop, throw off his back foot in front of second base to make the play. Struck out his first time around in the second. Alger's first pitch to him. On the black. Good pitch that time from Vaughn. It's 0-1. One here to Kostecka. We're at home wondering what to do with the rest of your 4th of July and thinking about coming to see the Boulder fireworks. A great place to see them. As Kostecka lines one to right field. This one is over the head of the right fielder. Alkins, it's a base knock, and it'll be at least 2 for Kostecka, and it will be 2 as this one hops over the wall. And the Collegians finally strike for their first run. It's a ground rule double for Connor Kostecka. Richardson in to score. It's 4-1 now.
Third baseman, number 10, Jimmy Hollinger.
And bring up Jimmy Hollinger, but if you're wondering what to do and where to watch the Boulder fireworks, how about from Scott Carpenter Park? The Collegians still have one more game here on this 4th of July. We'll play at 6:30 against the Colorado Cyclones. Come out, get yourself a Collegians burger, Collegians dog, watch a baseball game, and then enjoy the fireworks here from Scott Carpenter Park. 1-0 on Hollinger. That ball was really hit hard off the bat of Connor Kostecka. Alkins had a beat on it, but just couldn't get to it in time. 0-1, or 1-0. Misses inside. It's 2-0 to Jimmy Hollinger. Hollinger, a ground ball to third base in the third. Trying to keep the momentum rolling here for the Collegians. 2-0. It's low. 3 balls and no strikes. Rio. That's in for a strike on the breaking ball. Auger not afraid to throw that breaking ball in any count. 3-0. Gets the bender in for a strike. Here's his 3-1. Hollinger fouls it away. Auger has been very efficient so far today. Has not walked a batter. 32 strikes to 21 balls. In fact, Hollinger is only the fifth 3-ball count he's been in. Full count here to Jimmy Hollinger. Kostecka at second. 1 run already home here in the 5th inning for Boulder. Auger comes set. Hollinger back up the middle to the second baseman Taylor, or the shortstop Taylor. Taylor grabs it and throws out Hollinger. But meanwhile, Kostecka moving up to third base. So he's 90 feet away here with 1 out, and Chris Amador coming in to swing it.
Center fielder number 1, Chris Amador.
Amador flew out to left field in the 3rd inning on a full count pitch. Hit it pretty well, but down the line, the left fielder Brazel was able to track it down. Another fly ball here would score a run. And a good frame behind the plate there for Lamphere as he gets the strike called. It's 0-1. One tipped into the glove for strike 2. Auger, after allowing 2 doubles to start the inning, trying to get the second out. 0-2 pitch on the way. This one popped up by Amador. He slams the bat down. Vargas drifting behind third base. He grabs it. That one obviously nowhere near deep enough to score the run. And there are 2 away.
Shortstop number 18, Brennan Roselle.
So back to the top of the order, and Brennan Roselle. Roselle's 1 for 2 today. Needs a base hit in order to knock in that run. First hit pitch to Brennan. In for a strike. Good pitch that time from Auger. He's really worked well low in the strike zone so far today. This one right there for strike 2. Probably one Roselle wishes he had back. Oh, 2. Lined into right field. That's a base knock, and that will be another run for the Collegians. So Roselle drives in Kostecka here with 2 away. What a piece of hitting there from Brennan Roselle with 2 strikes, 2 away, able to muscle one into right field for a base knock and an RBI. So the inning will continue. Collegians have cut the lead in half to 4-2. Garivo, the left fielder, in now. Fielder's choice and a ground ball to short for him thus far. And Arrivo flies this one into shallow left field. Taylor going back, and Kevin Taylor will make the grab to end the inning. But the Collegians strike for 2. They trail it by 2, 4-2, as we move to the 6th here from Boulder on this 4th of July. We'll be right back. Jensen has come back onto the hill. He'll try and work a third inning here in this ball game. Top of 6, 4-2 Greeley. First pitch from Jensen, and bunted right back into the glove of Jimenez by Jamin Lanphier. And it's 0-1. Another catcher trying to lay down a bunt. Lanphier, just as Jimenez did a couple innings ago. Hollinger even with the bag. 0-1. Breaking ball in for a strike. Oh, 2 from Jensen. Fouled away. Collegians scored a pair here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Made it 4-2. Got 6 more outs to play with as we're playing 7 innings here, trying to work 4 games into the schedule. This one fouled away. Check swing from Lanphier. Jensen sat right around 75 to 77 with that fastball, working in a couple of different breaking pitches as well. Here's his 0-2. Fastball, missed low with it. It's 1-2, not a bad pitch though. The 1-2 missed high. And it's even 2-2. Collegians' final game should wrap up just about in time for the Boulder fireworks. Game starting at 6:30, ought to end around 8:30. I think the fireworks are slated to start at 9. Remember Jake Shapiro, my typical broadcast partner. He's out covering the Rapids today. They have a 4th of July contest. They're in Centennial. But I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Jake said that there was fireworks right as they ended the game last year. There's ball 4. So Lanphier draws the leadoff walk. Bullpen is quiet for the Collegians, so this appears to be Matt Jensen's inning.
The shortstop, Taylor.
Rapids are playing against the New England Revolution tonight at 7. We'll have fireworks after the game. This one popped foul by Kevin Taylor on the bunt. Rapids have been good of late. They've been playing some good soccer. They beat LAFC on Friday, 28. 0-1 is in the dirt, 1-1 now. LAFC in their 2nd season had a pretty good first season a year ago. The Rapids, who started off as the worst team in the MLS, have been one of the best teams in the MLS of late. So we hope you come out to Boulder here at 6:30 to check out the ball game, but if you're closer to Centennial, soccer's more your jam on the 4th. Rapids will be in action at 7. 1-1 here to Kevin Taylor. Of course, if you go to the Rapids game, can't come to the Collegians game, you can catch it on demand on the Collegians Broadcast Network. Foul ball on the button, it's 1-2. Not only do we have the games live for you, but they're available forever afterwards. They're all recorded on the YouTube channel that you're probably watching this on right now. Or if you're on Facebook, you can go check out the YouTube. All this past season's game, all right there for you to watch at your viewing pleasure. 1-2 on Kevin Taylor. Runner at first. No one away here, and Taylor to first. Davis will turn and give it to second. Roselle's got the first out there. Jump throw to first base, and Jensen can't handle it. Not sure he would have gotten the out anyway, but they get the lead man, and there's one away. It was a tough turn for Roselle as he got upended by Lanphier. Now Dobbin, the batter. Dobbin was the first guy that Jensen faced in the ball game, so 2nd time through the order for Matt. Dobbin, a ground ball base hit on the right side against Jensen in the 4th. First pitch to him, missed outside for ball 1. First time through the order, though, for Matt Jensen. Not too bad. 4 hits and a walk. So misses outside. But he has not given up a run of his own yet. 2 runs scored against him in the 4th, but those runs belong to Brant Toledo, and he worked a 5th inning with no runs allowed. Ground ball again to Davis. He'll tag the bag for 1, throw to second, and the tag from Roselle, and it's a double play. So they get him on the 3-6 double play, and that will end the inning. So Matt Jensen rolls it here. He's worked another scoreless inning. 4-2 Greeley as we move to the bottom of the 6th here in Boulder. Has come back onto the mound to work a 6th inning here in Boulder. Gave up 2 runs in the last half, but since that, or the last inning, but since other than that, he's been terrific. His first pitch to Chris Jimenez missed high for ball 1. Jimenez, Davis, and Hudson here in the 6th for Boulder, down to their final 6 outs. One 0 to Jimenez, in for a strike. One. Jimenez flies one high in the air out to left field. This one drifting back towards the skate park, but right in front of the fence. Will Brazel makes the catch for the first out. I'll bring up Turner Davis.
First baseman,
Davis 0 for 2 today. A ground ball double play and a pop out. Humidity in Boulder is pretty high today. That may have hung up that ball for Jimenez. It's at 57%. Davis takes a strike. It's been pretty humid here in Colorado the last few days. A little bit of those afternoon showers keeping the air pretty saturated as the 0-1. Davis pops it up towards right center. Over into the gap is Rucco. He makes the grab for the second out. A pair of fly ball outs to start the inning for Auger. I'll bring up Hunter Hudson.
Designated hitter, number 11, Hunter Hudson.
First pitch to Hudson misses outside. Grays this year are 9-9 in that Mile High Collegiate Baseball League. The 0-1. Hudson ropes one down the line, but that one's foul. It's really been the pitching that's let them down so far this year. They've been pretty efficient offensively. Not the case here today. Vaughn Auger, he's been great. Comes his 0-2 to Hunter Hudson. And the home plate umpire says, yes, he went around. Hudson has gone on strikes. And Vaughn Auger works another 1-2-3 inning here in the 6th. And his team leads at 4-2 as we move on to the 7th and final inning here on this 4th of July against the Greeley Grays. We'll be right back. Two for the bottom of the 7th. You see the middle of the lineup. Trey McClellan, Will Brazel, and A.J. Rucco. This one lined to center right at Chris Amador, who reaches down to his shoe tops to make the grab for the first out. So 1 pitch, 1 out in the 7th for Jensen. And Will Brazel will try his hand.
The left fielder, Brazel.
Brazel 0 for 3 today. First pitch to him is inside for ball 1. (1-0) back over our heads for the first strike. Collegians will be back in action for their second game at 6:30-ish. Start time subject to change. We'll keep an eye on the Collegians Twitter for that as this one misses outside. That's at Boco Collegians. If you're not already following them, you should be. At Boco Collegians. 2-1 from Jensen. Missed outside. And this one fouled into the Grays dugout. It's 2-2. As Brazel gets some chirping from his teammates. These Greeley Grays, similar to the Collegians, a proud history. They've been around since the 1920s. They went under, I believe, in the 60s, and then they've made their reappearance here of late in Greeley. 3-1 pitch. Strike 3 called. That was 3-2. Pardon me. Should have looked at my scorebook instead of the scoreboard. And gone on strikes is Brazel. Matt Jensen records his first strikeout of the day. He gets Brazel looking on a 3-2 pitch. Most originally started these Grays as kind of a team for Mexican beat workers who trying to break the migrant cycle. Is something they established. This one lined into center field for a base knock. Rucco's aboard.
With third baseman, Vargas.
The team the Grays played on Sunday, you know. Kind of a league between the Mexican workers here in Colorado. This one high in the air, deep to left field. That one is way, way out of here. Luke Vargas goes yard. Look out in the skate park. As it's a 2-run home run and the lead back to 4 for the Grays. No doubter from Luke Vargas. Bring up Rylan Alkins. First pitch is over the head of Alkins. He's down 1-0, or he's up 1-0. Jensen down 1-0. Comes with a pitch. And it's flown to right. Richardson in his tracks makes the catch and ends the inning. But not before the Grays strike for 2. A long home run from Luke Vargas has them up 6-2 as we move on to the 7th. Collegians looking for a rally when we come back. Seventh here on this 4th of July from Boulder, Colorado. Kelby Richardson stands in and takes a strike. As Von Auger looks to work a complete game here against the Boulder Collegians. Auger's next pitch, just missing low. It's 1-1. Richardson has flown out and doubled, both to right field. One, and Kelby will take a strike just below the letters. It's 1-2. One back to the screen. Unless the Collegians find a way to score exactly 4 runs, this will be our final inning here in this first game. Second game coming at you around 6 to 6:30. Check the social media for the exact start time of that one, as there's a couple of games in between the 2 Boulder Collegian games. That, of course, can mess with the start time a bit. This one fouled away. Fort Collins Foxes are on tap against, I think they'll play the Grays in the first game, then the Cyclones come in and will play 2 in a row. So these Mile High teams getting to play 2 games in a row. Fox is getting to play 2 games in a row. The Collegians the one splitting the games, as they've got the first and the final games here from Boulder. 2-2 on Richardson. Next offering to Kelby. Breaking ball called, strike 3. Richardson, a look of ire at the umpire, but he has got on strikes here for the first out.
18 inches wide, that's it. Number 2, Connor.
Connor Kostecka will try and get something started with 1 away. This one's high and outside for ball one. 1 for 2 affair for Kostecka so far. Strikeout, ground rule double. And Connor takes one high here, 2-0. Trivia question coming at you here as it is the bottom of the 7th. Usually our time for our trivia question on the 4th of July. Our trivia question, which we will answer in our final game at 6:30. So this one's high is, who was the first person to sign the Declaration of Independence? Here on this 4th of July. You can tweet your answer at Boco Collegians. We'll have the answer for you here a little bit later tonight. 3-0 count here to Connor Kostecka. Next pitch from Auger. Finds the zone. Auger finds his first strike against Kostecka here in the at-bat. Next pitch, and Connor fouls it back to the screen. We'll get up and over the screen into the stands. We got runs full here on Kostecka. Auger coming back from down 3-0. Payoff pitch on the way. Kostecka hits one high in the air out to right field. This one back at the fence and right in front of the fence. Alkins reaches up and makes the catch. So that humidity in the air has hung up a couple of balls off of some Collegian bats, keeping them in the yard. And Jimmy Hollinger will come in with 2 away. First pitch to Hollinger, in for a strike. Hollinger's grounded out twice to the right side today. Here's the 0-1. Jimmy flies one into the right center field gap. Right fielder Alkins says he has it. He does. And that will end the first ball game here in Boulder. The Greeley Grays take it thanks to a wonderful pitching performance from Vaughn Auger. He goes 7 innings, allows just 2 runs. He was terrific. These Grays will play again here against the Fort Collins Foxes in just a few minutes. But we will step aside for a pretty extended break here as we'll be back with you around 6:30 or so for the second Collegians games. They'll take on the Colorado Cyclones out of this Mile High Collegiate Baseball League. So we hope you enjoy the next 2 ball games if you come out to the ballpark. If not, enjoy the afternoon of your 4th of July. We'll catch up with you in the evening. 6-2, the Grays win this one. We'll talk to you in a few hours. Until then, enjoy the 4th.